made a video of me talking in a while, and this topic has chilled in my field for a little bit, so I feel like I should talk about it. So we know that there's like a thing called projecting. It's when people are like putting their shit onto you, and you're just like, whoa, you know, you're like, wait. And then there's also something that I like to call deflecting, which I didn't make it up, so it's a thing. Basically, like, you can tell, or maybe this is just like my own psychological awareness of people and behavior, but okay, I'll start here. Often when we are victims or someone does something to us that we talk about because it hurt us, you know, like, so say like your friend, you know, was really just mean to you, you know, and you're like, oh, I'm not mean like that person, like exactly like that person, you know what I mean? Like, oh, she did that. You had to get really specific. It's like, oh man, like she was such a liar and this, that, and the third, blah, 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 blah. She was like manipulating people. And they get really worked up about it. It's like, sometimes people unconsciously reenact those like traumas or wounds with people that had nothing to do with it because they're trying to heal it, and they're trying to like come full circle and be like, okay, this happened, this is an experience. But often, like, you could kind of tell, you know, where it's like, oh man, like this person did this to me, and it's got to be like real specific because people are opening up, and it's good to have like to be in awareness of like, you know, holding space for people, but then also just recognize that sometimes if someone is cheated on, they'll go and cheat on other people. It's kind of like, well, it's similar to why pedophiles exist, because they were sexually abused children. I'm not saying that all sexually abused children are pedophiles. I'm just saying that if we operate from an unconscious awareness, we can find ourselves, humans, reenacting those traumas with other people because we're trying to make sense of it in our own being. You know, like if we're not accepting of something, then we're gonna, it's like even like with love, you know, if you didn't receive enough, or you felt like you didn't receive enough, you know, love as a child or attention or care, you know, that's an experience. You can like unconsciously seek those, that kind of energy, and wonder why love never works out, you know. Yeah, so it's like deflecting. I don't know if that's like the legit term of what it is, but that's how I see it. It's like someone's like, oh man, she's just crazy, such a bitch, and blah blah blah, and like, you know, like like people will say that there are these things that they're not, and they subconsciously carry these patterns from people who hurt them, and I've done it. So yeah, like every time I went through a breakup or whatever, because every little bit of us stays with every person we meet, you know. So this isn't me not talking from experience, and it's just like catching myself and being like, whoa, I just totally embodied an aspect of this person that I didn't like when it was done to me, so I don't want to do that to somebody else. And again, it can be really unconscious, but it's like looking at those things and being honest with ourselves, you know, and our behavior and our reality, what we're putting out in the field, it helps us heal. and just be aware, and you can be like, oh shit, and not judgmental, but like just like, oh, I forgive myself. I'm not gonna do that again because it doesn't feel good. It didn't feel good when it happened to me, and it doesn't feel good to do it to somebody else. Yeah, it's kind of like hoping people will love us despite them treating us badly. And it's like, you can have love for a person and honor somebody who has treated you badly from like a very far place. You know, you could just be like, I love you, I forgive you. Just forgive yourself in the situation and whatever transpires in your life, because it's usually the judgment of it that makes it like, oh, this was so terrible and this happened to me, and I'm gonna just hold on to it, you know, a little too long. And it's good to just do that in your work and let it go. But I just wanted to talk about that because it's something I've been noticing like around me, and I'm getting better at kind of at like owning up to, like, yeah, I do that, you know, kind of thing. Because yeah, it's just what I need to do. Yes, but yes, this is the end.